Oh, where's my cards?
I'll get them just a second. Looking at the foam meter. We're getting ready for the trial run here.
Before I begin my speech today, I want to give you something to think about. Here I have a jar of water. I'm going to open the cap. Put the cap back on. Different kinds of soap make different amounts of foam. For an example, what do you think would make the most foam? Bubble soap or soap? How many people pick dishwashing soap? People pick bubble bath soap. See this bubble bath soap? I picked that too. That was my hypothesis. The problem is, what type of soap make the most foam? And again, my hypothesis was that I thought bubble bath soap would make the most foam in the least amount of time. I wanted to find out an experiment I could use to test my hypothesis. So I did some research and I asked my father what they use in the paper mill to measure foam. And he said a foam meter. A foam meter is a cylinder that can hold up to 1,000 milliliters of water and foam. The pump can bring down the water through this little tube and up all the way over here. While it is circulating, the foam is being made. The objects I used for my experiment were a foam meter, a stopwatch, 1 milliliter syringes, and a notepad and pencil. The soaps I used were dishwashing soap, shampoo, bubble bath soap, facial soap, and washing machine soap. The procedure for my experiment was to put 500 ml of water in the column, which I have already done. Then I would have to put 1 milliliter of soap in.
Not on the sides.
Now, when I turn it on, the stopwatch will start and the foam is getting ready to be made. You see that the stopwatch is starting and the foam is getting ready to be made. Now, while the foam is climbing up, you would have to record the time at every 50 milliliter mark. Drain it out of this tube. Then you could go on to the next soap. The data from my experiment was recorded on a chart. The chart made two graphs. One line graph that shows how many milliliters of foam versus seconds, and the bar graph that shows how many seconds it took for each soap to reach 1,000 milliliters of foam. You can see that the dishwashing soap took less than 40 seconds to reach 1,000 milliliters of foam. The bubble bath soap took more than 100 seconds to reach 1,000 milliliters of foam. That took more than 100 seconds. That took the most amount of time. In conclusion, my hypothesis was wrong. The bubble bath soap did not make the most foam in the least amount of time. In fact, the bubble bath soap made foam slower than all the other soaps I tested. I did notice, however, that I need to clean out the column with fresh water after the bubble bath experiment was done than I did for the other soaps I tested. Maybe the bubble bath soap takes longer to make foam, but the foam made by bubble bath soap will last longer than other types of foam. This hypothesis could be tested in a future experiment. Now, when I'm all done with this speech, you can see my project outside in the hallway. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Very good. Let's zoom in on the soaps here. There they are, and the syringes. Good job. The only thing you forgot to do, Nick, is you put the soap on the side of the cylinder instead of in the water, and it's still sitting there on the side. That's why you didn't get a lot of foam. Okay? Good job.